Reaching the $1 million mark in your investment portfolio is the financial equivalent of climbing a mountain peak, a rare and rewarding achievement that few ever see. After years of discipline, saving, strategizing, and probably a few sleepless nights spent worrying over market crashes, you've arrived. But here's the surprising truth that most new million-dollar investors overlook. The real work starts now. In fact, many people who hit the seven-figure milestone unknowingly place their wealth at greater risk, not because of market forces, but because they assume they've made it and no longer need to adjust their strategy. Nothing could be further from reality. What got you to $1 million may not get you to $5 million, or even protect what you have. A $1 million portfolio changes everything. How taxes eat into your returns, how estate planning becomes non-negotiable, how inflation silently robs your future, and how emotional mistakes can wipe out decades of progress in a single bad decision. Your risk tolerance must evolve. Your investment mix must mature. Your financial habits and mindset must transform from builder to protector, from accumulator to steward. This is the moment when you stop thinking like an amateur investor and start acting like a high net worth individual who treats wealth as a living, breathing asset that needs constant attention, nurturing, and smart defense. Welcome to WealthEchelon, your go-to spot for smart investing, in-depth ETF insights, and book reviews that help you build wealth. On this channel, we explore everything from the best investment strategies to the latest trends in ETFs and provide valuable takeaways from books that can transform your financial journey. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced investor, our goal is to give you the knowledge you need to make informed decisions and grow your wealth. If you're ready to elevate your financial game, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the bell for updates on all our latest content. Hitting the $1 million milestone in your investment portfolio is a significant financial achievement that symbolizes years of discipline, patience, and smart decision-making. But reaching this landmark is not the end of the journey. It is merely the beginning of a new phase of wealth management that demands a fresh mindset and a refined strategy. Contrary to popular belief, managing wealth at this level requires different tactics than the ones used to build it. If you treat your $1 million portfolio the same way you treated your $50,000 or $100,000 portfolio, you risk stagnating your growth, or worse, losing capital. Therefore, understanding the subtle but crucial shifts in approach is what separates those who maintain and grow their wealth from those who see their fortunes erode. The following wealth-building principles are tailored to guide you once your portfolio has crossed that coveted seven-figure mark. The first tip is to prioritize capital preservation just as much as growth. When you have a $1 million portfolio, you're no longer playing only for high returns. You're also protecting a large sum that took years to accumulate. The math changes when you get to this level. A 10% drop is no longer a minor $5,000 paper loss. It's a $100,000 haircut. That kind of hit could set your financial freedom plans back years or even decades. Therefore, once you hit this level, you need to allocate a substantial part of your wealth to lower volatility, income-producing assets such as bonds, high-dividend ETFs like SCHD, or even private credit or real estate investment trusts, REITs. While you can and should keep a growth component in stocks or private equity, the emphasis shifts toward protecting the base you built. The second tip involves tax efficiency, a critical but often overlooked area by newer $1 million investors. With a larger portfolio, taxes can become your single greatest annual expense, even greater than market volatility or inflation. You need to start thinking like a tax strategist, not just an investor. This means taking advantage of tax loss harvesting, strategically selling winners to offset gains, utilizing tax-deferred accounts like IRAs and 401ks to their fullest potential, and, if applicable, setting up tax-advantaged structures like donor-advised funds or family trusts. Even understanding the tax treatment differences between qualified dividends versus ordinary income can mean saving tens of thousands over the years. Small tax improvements multiplied across a $1 million base can quietly create six-figure benefits over time. A third important tip is to begin thinking about estate planning, even if you are not near retirement or the end of life. At the $1 million mark, wealth transfer becomes as important as wealth building. Whether you intend to pass on assets to heirs, give to charity, or establish a foundation, the time to start these conversations is now, not in your 60s or 70s. Without proper estate planning, like drafting a will, setting up revocable living trusts, or designating beneficiaries on retirement accounts, your hard-earned fortune could be reduced by probate fees, taxes, or legal disputes. In many jurisdictions, poorly planned estates can suffer reductions of 20 to 40% before reaching heirs. Proactive planning prevents this destruction of wealth and ensures your intentions are fulfilled. The fourth tip is diversification, not only across stocks and bonds, but also across asset classes and even currencies or geographies. At a seven-figure level, your options for diversification expand dramatically. You can now consider owning physical real estate properties, private businesses, commodities like gold or silver, or even exposure to international markets that reduce reliance on a single economy, such as the US dollar or the S&P 500. Diversification protects you not just from market crashes, but also from unseen macroeconomic risks, like inflation spikes, currency devaluation, or geopolitical turmoil. A properly diversified million-dollar portfolio is like a fortress, difficult for any single disaster to breach. The fifth tip is to begin treating your portfolio like a business, complete with a written investment policy statement, IPS. This is something most retail investors skip, but wealthy investors or family offices never do. An IPS outlines your goals, risk tolerance, withdrawal strategy, and rebalancing rules in writing. It disciplines you to avoid panic selling during market dips or euphoric buying during bubbles. It formalizes the rules by which your money will be managed, either by you or future wealth managers. When your portfolio grows to $1 million or more, you are no longer a casual investor. You are the CEO of your personal wealth business. Written guidelines create continuity and clarity, even if you later delegate portfolio management to professionals. The sixth tip revolves around professionalizing your financial team. At this stage, a solo DIY approach can limit your potential. You now have the ability and the need to hire certified financial planners, CFPs, tax professionals, CPAs, estate attorneys, and potentially even a fiduciary investment advisor. Many high net worth investors try to save money by avoiding these experts, but ironically, they often cost themselves far more through tax inefficiencies, missed opportunities, and emotional mistakes. Even a 1% mistake on a $1 million portfolio is a $10,000 error. Professionals earn their keep not through high fees, but by preventing costly missteps and unlocking strategies unavailable to the general public. A seventh essential tip is to formalize your withdrawal strategy or your accumulation goals, depending on your life stage. If you are nearing retirement, your focus may now shift to determining a safe withdrawal rate, such as the famous 4% rule, adjusted for market conditions and your expected longevity. You'll want to ladder income sources, Social Security, dividends, rental income, annuities, in a way that covers living expenses without touching principal in down years. Alternatively, if you are still growing your wealth, you need to set accumulation targets, perhaps $2 million for full financial independence or $5 million for generational wealth transfer. Without defined end goals, it's easy to drift into wealth hoarding without purpose, or to overspend because you misjudge your true needs. An eighth valuable tip is to begin exploring alternative investments, but carefully. When you reach $1 million, new doors open: private equity, venture capital, angel investing, hedge funds, and private real estate syndications. Some of these options offer outsized returns, but they also come with higher risks, longer lockup periods, and lower liquidity. A prudent approach is to allocate no more than 5 to 10% of your portfolio into these speculative or illiquid vehicles. The wealthy grow wealth by smartly embracing risk, but only with a small slice of the pie, never the whole. The ninth tip is to prepare psychologically for the emotional shifts that come with wealth. You may assume having $1 million will bring pure joy and peace, but in reality, many investors become more anxious after crossing this threshold. Why? Because now there is something meaningful to lose. Market swings that once felt minor now cause worry. Friends and family may treat you differently. You might fear lifestyle inflation, overconsumption, or judgment for financial choices. The antidote is to anchor your identity to purpose, not numbers. Understand that true wealth is measured in time freedom, relationships, and peace of mind, not just portfolio size. Otherwise, you risk becoming a high net worth, low happiness investor. The 10th and final tip is to give generously, but strategically. Giving, whether to family, causes, or community, is one of the joys of wealth. But poorly planned generosity can erode your portfolio or create dependency. Instead, structure your giving through vehicles like donor-advised funds, DAFS, charitable trusts, or annual gifting that takes advantage of tax exclusions. If helping family, consider loans with terms rather than outright gifts to encourage responsibility. Thoughtful generosity enhances both your life and your legacy. Reckless giving can do the opposite. True wealth leaves an impact far beyond the self. It is also worth noting that when your portfolio surpasses $1 million, liquidity becomes an increasingly important concept. Not all your assets will, or should, be instantly accessible. Real estate, private equity, or business ownership can tie up capital for years. However, maintaining an adequate cash reserve, usually 6 to 12 months of expenses, is wise to prevent forced liquidation of growth assets during downturns. A $1 million investor cannot afford to be cash poor, even if they are asset rich. Flexibility in times of market stress is itself a form of wealth protection. Another overlooked area is inflation proofing. Many assume that a $1 million portfolio is enough to last decades without adjustment. But this is rarely true in real purchasing power terms. At an average 3% inflation rate, the spending power of $1 million halves roughly every 24 years. Therefore, at least part of your portfolio must continue to outpace inflation over time. This might mean maintaining exposure to equities, real estate, or inflation-protected securities like TIPS, even if you are in a conservative phase. The cost of underperformance against inflation can quietly rob you of lifestyle quality over decades. Rebalancing also becomes a non-negotiable habit at the $1 million stage. When your wealth reaches this level, market movements can drastically shift your asset allocation without you noticing. What began as a 60-40 portfolio can silently become 75-25 after a strong bull run, dramatically increasing your risk exposure. Quarterly or semi-annual rebalancing ensures your risk-return profile stays in line with your actual goals, not the whims of the market. Ignoring this step can lead to unpleasant surprises during corrections or crashes. At the $1 million milestone, mindset is just as important as mechanics. Emotional discipline separates those who sustain wealth from those who see it shrink. Avoid the temptation to swing for the fences with risky plays simply because you feel rich enough to gamble. Similarly, resist lifestyle inflation, where cars, homes, vacations, and indulgences quietly expand to match your new wealth level, eating into future compounding. Living below your means, even with 7 figures, ensures you stay wealthy. The $1 million investor who remains frugal outperforms the flashy millionaire who overspends. Lastly, regular portfolio review and self-education must become lifelong habits. The investment landscape changes rapidly. What worked to build your first million may not protect or grow your second. Stay informed on new financial products, tax laws, economic shifts, and planning strategies. Conduct annual reviews with your financial team and adjust your IPS as needed. Complacency is the enemy of long-term wealth. Even Warren Buffett still reads and studies daily. You should too. In conclusion, crossing the $1 million portfolio mark is a thrilling and hard-won accomplishment, but it signals the beginning of a new, more complex phase of wealth stewardship. By emphasizing preservation alongside growth, mastering tax strategy, formalizing estate and withdrawal plans, diversifying broadly, hiring professionals, cautiously exploring alternative assets, guarding against inflation and liquidity risk, managing emotions, and continually educating yourself, you can ensure that your million becomes 2, 5, or even 10 million over time. More importantly, you can enjoy the freedom, impact, and peace of mind that real wealth provides, not just for yourself, but for your family and community. $1 million isn't just a number. It's a responsibility, a privilege, and a powerful tool for creating the life you want. Thank you for watching Wealth Echelon. We hope you found valuable insights that will help you on your investing journey. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Keep building your wealth, and we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to check out our other videos for more investing tips, ETF strategies, and book reviews to continue growing your financial knowledge.